So I'm going to be teaching you how to do one of those hair wraps. So a hairbrush, and you'll need string. I have a bunch of different colors that I'm going to use, like red and pink and blue and green. I have a billion colors, but I'm only going to use a few. I'm still not sure. I'm going to decide. Then you need scissors to cut it with, bobby pins to hold the hair down, and either a hair tie or you can use the string that you're going to do to tie it. Okay, so I've decided to start out with blue, and it's like a really light blue color, and it's really pretty. So what you do is you find the beginning, or if it's out of it, it's okay. You can use like any string. So when you first start, you pull out probably about 2 arm lengths. You can measure it, and then cut it. And it's kind of hard to start out with a lot because, well, if you start out with a lot, then it's hard to wrap it at the beginning, but it will get less and less. But if you start out with only a little bit, then you'll have to keep adding more. When you add it, I'll show you how to do that, but it's kind of hard to add more colors. At least I'm not very good at it. But it takes a while to get used to hair wrapping. You'll find out your own trick as you go along, and you might want to do it with a small piece of hair and kind of hidden, because if you do get it stuck in your hair, you might have to cut it out, but usually it comes out really easily if you're careful. Okay, so first off, find a little section of hair that you want to do. Make it towards the front of your head more than the back. I'm going to be using this, and once you find your hair, it's so thick. So about this thick should do. Then you take all of your hair back and put it into a ponytail. And then you have that one strand left. Again, as I said, you could straighten it. I didn't. I have just regular hair, and it's pretty thin. And you might have to be good at braiding for this, because you have to braid it, and it's very tiny. So good luck with that. As you finish it, you don't have to go all the way down to the end, but you want to get somewhere close. But as you finish it, you can hold it like this and take the color that you're using to wrap, and take about an inch, probably about that much. Probably should have done this before. Whoops. And cut it. So you have about this much string, so you can tie it up with it. You can use a hairband if you have one that like tiny when you tie stuff in, so I could slide that out, and when you're done you can just cut off the edges. Something to help with, like, there's like little frizzies. You probably can't see it because my hair doesn't have very focus, but there are like little hairs that sometimes stick out. So the way to get them down so they don't stick out of your wrap is take some water. I have like a little cup, and you just take some on your fingers and go down. Then also what helps you is you can take a tissue and kind of fold it so it's small, because you don't want a lot. It takes a lot of time, by the way, so if you don't have about an hour to do this, don't even start. So take a tissue, and about there, then you can just clip it in, because it will help prevent hair from getting into the wrap. Like that. So then you don't get hair stuck into it. You take the beginning and you make a small little knot as far up as you want. You can have some sticking out, it doesn't matter. But see what I mean? It's like so long. But what you do is you take it behind. You take it behind like that, and you hold it into a 4 with your hair. Then you take it and you grab it like a knot, and then you pull it up, and you just keep doing that. As you get to the middle, as you get closer to the middle, you can start adding different kinds of patterns to your wrap. After about 10-15 times, I'm not quite there yet, but after 10-15 times it should start to come down to about here. Then I'll show you with the design. And I'm doing the Chinese staircase where it goes around and around and around. At the very beginning it's hard to do. You can see kind of a mess up there, but then it goes around starting there. How you do it is you take it, making the 4 and looping it around, and where it goes you pull it, and you kind of pull it in a circle so it makes that shape. So as you go around you have to pull the string all the way around in different places. After a while it kind of gets the knack of it, and you can do it pretty easily. And you just keep going like that, and you just keep doing that, and you just have to keep pulling it around and making that 4. And you can kind of see how it's starting to begin. And when you take it out, you can take it out either one by one, or you can pull the entire thing out if you did it loose enough. So don't pull it too tight. Don't be like yanking it as hard as you can. Put it in kind of loosely, like just a light tug up, and then you're done. Gotten pretty far now. It's like 2 inches now, and you can kind of see the pattern. It's like repeating itself now, and well, it's really tough. It's like really, well, it's weird. So if you're starting to run out, see, I've got about a little more than 2 inches left, and you want to add a color, wait till you're about this far. You don't want to do it when you're too far away, because then it'll take forever to reach. What color should I use? I'm going to use pink, if I can find the beginning. Now you can have, you can do the second color all the way through, which you need kind of a lot of string, or you could do it like transitioning. So if you're going to transition, you only need a little bit, probably a little more than an arm length. So about here looks good. Then what you do to switch the color is you tie it onto the end, or if you're close enough that you don't have enough string to tie it with, you can put it like right here and then start wrapping over it so there's no tie mark, which is probably a little bit harder because it might slip out and you might have to keep redoing it, and then you'll use up all your string. But I find easiest to tie it to the end. I'm not going to do that yet because I don't have enough. I mean, I have too much string to do it with, and then that'll take forever. Okay, so I've gone through 2 colors, and I'm going to add a third. This is kind of where the knot is that I tied it. I'm obviously going to cut this when I'm done, but I'm just going to wait till I'm done because then I can cut all of them. But I'm going to add more blue. So you just pretty much tie it on like a regular knot. If it's hard to use both to tie it, you can just take one color and tie it to the other one like I'm doing, because that's just easier for me. Like that, and you can always slide it down. I just figured out something which is kind of cool. You can kind of tie the string on and slide it all the way up till it meets the other one, and then you just wrap over this extra string instead of cutting it off, and then you only have this tiny little piece to cut off. It's kind of just like adding a completely new string up it, but you can just attach it to the other one, and you just wrap it around, and you have to kind of hold the string down as you do that, and then you just pull it up and it goes around it like that. Okay, so I'm on my 4th color and I'm kind of like a third done with it. My neck is starting to hurt. It's been about 2.5 hours. As you can tell, it takes a long time, especially with like the little repeating pattern. It's taking forever. Pretty much done, and there's only like this tiny little piece left. You don't have to go all the way to the end. You can leave about that much left, and I'm gonna finish this up. And how you finish it is when there's the little piece like this, you don't do anything. You just tie it and make sure it's really tight, and then you just let it go like that, and you cut it like really close, and just leave it like that, so it would be like without that. And that's pretty much how you finish it, because it won't come undone. It's basically just knots. Like, these are just a bunch of knots all around your hair. So thanks for watching. Here, I'll take my hair down so you can see how it looks. Like that. And then it would go like that. So thanks for watching, and let me know if you want me to do any kind of tutorial.